Thank you for joining us. This is an overview for Canvas. If you refer to the link below, fresnostate.edu/canvas, you will find a lot of information there, including guides, workshops, and the timeline. In today's presentation, we are going to cover a number of topics in a general format. Each of these topics will have more in-depth training later in the week. We will cover the timeline, Canvas Week, which is our in-depth training, Blackboard versus Canvas, which are some of the differences between the two learning management systems, course building approaches, the Canvas mobile apps for teachers and students, and support for students and faculty. Our team at the Center for Faculty Excellence includes 4 instructional designers, Jolynn, Mary, Sue, and myself, Walt. This is our current timeline for the transition to Canvas. In spring 2018, there was an FLC of about 10 faculty who looked at the different LMSs to possibly switch. The faculty voted to move to Canvas. For the current semester, fall 2018, those same faculty and all of the new tenure track faculty began teaching classes in Canvas as a pilot group. In spring of 2019, you have an opportunity to opt in where any instructor can start teaching in Canvas. The dates are listed here below. You have to sign up by November 16th, but then after training and looking at the platform, you can make a final decision to teach in Canvas for the spring semester by November 30th. Summer 2019 and from then on, all classes will be on Canvas. We have a Canvas week coming up from October 29th to November 2nd. During this week, we will go into more in-depth demonstrations on specific topics, which include course organization with modules and pages, multimedia integration, communication and collaboration, assignments, rubrics and grading, Canvas quizzes, to transfer or not to transfer, building accessible courses, LTI sessions. The link listed here, fresnostate.edu/cfe/training/workshops.html, will provide you with a list of the trainings and a place to sign up. Canvas is different, but main course building features are similar. Here's an infographic that will give you some of the basic information. Blackboard has content areas. Canvas uses modules. Blackboard uses emails which can be sent directly to students. Canvas uses a more internal message system called Inbox. Blackboard uses adaptive release. Canvas uses prerequisites and requirements. These can be attached to any graded assignment. Blackboard uses plagiarism tools of Safe Assign and Turnitin. Canvas only uses Turnitin. There are no blogs and journals in Canvas, but you can use discussions or an alternative third-party application. In Blackboard, you need to make your course available. In Canvas, you have to publish your course. You have to publish modules, and you can publish individual content. There are 3 basic approaches to transfer your materials to Canvas. Although Canvas and Blackboard are both LMSs, they are not the same, and not everything will transfer. You can choose to build your class from scratch. You can migrate the entire class and reorganize it. Or you can transfer and rebuild sections of your class. This is going to be very dependent upon the structure of your class in Blackboard. We've developed a module through Canvas which will give you information to help you make this decision. There is an in-depth course for this on November 1st. And remember, we're always here to help you. One of the greatest differences between Canvas and Blackboard is how folders are structured within the system. Canvas is a very linear format. In Blackboard, you can have folders within folders. If you look at the chart on the left, this is a Blackboard course with a folder and then content, another folder, content, etc. This course would transfer over very well. If you look at the screenshot on the right, this course has folders within folders and content, more folders within folders and content. This would not transfer very well and would be very difficult to clean up, but sections of it might go over and be easier to clean up individually. This is another infographic that explains some of the differences between Canvas and Blackboard in much more detail. It might help you in deciding how you want to transfer your class. This was produced by Sacramento State. Canvas organizes itself by modules. As you add content to your modules by week, topic, or unit, the files are linked from the quizzes, assignments, and discussions areas. Students can still go to these other areas to find the content, but the organization is under the modules. Canvas also uses requirements and prerequisites for adaptive learning. These can be set under any graded item, such as a discussion, a quiz, or an assignment. There is a specific training for this on October 30th. There is a weekly template available in Canvas Commons. Canvas Commons is an internal depository of curriculum, quizzes, and modules that other faculty and instructors have shared. The weekly template addresses many of the COLT objectives. COLT, Quality Learning and Teaching Program, was developed to assist faculty developers, and instructional designers to more effectively design and deliver online, blended, and flipped classes. The COLT evaluation instrument contains 9 sections with 53 objectives, guidance, and feedback to instructors. This weekly template will cover about 16 of the objectives. APM 206 is a policy which was recently passed, and it defines online and blended classes, the approval process for teaching one of these classes, and the training required. Any class with 20% or less of an online component, based upon reduced face time in the classroom, needs department curriculum approval to teach. A blended class, which is 20% to 66% online, needs school or college curriculum committee approval, and classes which are more than 66% online need university approval. Ally is an accessibility tool which has been purchased to help faculty make online materials more accessible. Ally is embedded in the learning management system and scans files to determine their accessibility. There are indicators generated next to content items which indicate the level of accessibility. Ally also automatically creates multiple formats of the content for student use. APM 237 is a policy which has been recently updated and deals with instructional materials. Some of the main points of APM 237 are that instructional materials need to be adopted on time. Materials should be made available in multiple formats. Faculty should select the most cost-effective materials and should avoid assigning materials that are not actively used in class. Also, ancillary materials must meet accessibility guidelines. The mobile apps for Canvas are available on iOS and Android platforms. They allow the teacher to send messages, update course content, and rapidly grade assignments. The Student app allows students to submit assignments, view grades and course content, send and receive messages, post to discussions, watch videos, take quizzes, and receive push notifications. Canvas does not have a separate area for organizations as Blackboard does. Organizations within Canvas will be classes, which are set to never expire and will be designated as organizations so they can be easily identified. If you are in charge of an organization, you will need to make a request to have it moved over. We have a lot of student support for the transition to Canvas. We have a Canvas student orientation coming soon in which students can self-enroll, similar to our Blackboard course. There are many student guides and handouts. The Academic Technology Resource Center can be accessed, and we have a new email for Canvas, canvas@mail.fresnostate.edu. This will replace our Blackboard support email address. We also have support for faculty. We have a Growing with Canvas course, which is self-enroll, and a Migration Information course, which will help faculty decide how to migrate their classes to Canvas. Faculty will be receiving links to those classes when they choose to opt in. There are many Canvas guides. CFE is here to help you, and we can be reached at canvas@mail.fresnostate.edu or call us at 559-278-7373. We are on the second floor of the Henry Madden Library, and you're welcome to walk in.